The difference between a pro and an amateur, Vince. These guys have outplayed him. We see the cream rising right now.
Let's play for it all.
I missed one call. I mean, early on, I had a big call. I had an ace-queen, and Phil went all in. And I might have should have called that, but I laid it down. I can't wait to see what he really had.
Big money made. Congratulations, 5th place. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
And we're down to our final 4 players. Right now, Phil Ivey's got the lead with about $300,000. Howard's got about $270. Lane's got about $240. And Andy's on the bottom here. He's admiring these all-pros that he's up against here, but he's got about $80,000 left.
Okay, well, it's up to Lane right now. He has 10-7 of hearts. He's going to raise it.
Lane raises to 14,000.
Now, Phil's got a respectable hand. He has ace-10 offsuit.
And he calls. Now, Andy's got a queen-9 of clubs, but he throws it away. He's dodging this one. Howard gets out of the way. 2 young gunslingers.
Flop is
king 8-6. Doesn't help either one. It does give Lane a gut shot straight draw. He leads out and bets 20,000.
Okay, Phil's already folded.
He folds his hand.
Now look at Lane. He loves that.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet Lane Flack.
It's not what I think you're going to do. It's what I think you think I'm going to. You know, it's... You see what I'm saying? You can be a great player and not spell your name. Gin doesn't go with Coca-Cola. But if you're able to put it together, you know, you got them confused. They don't know what to do.
Confused? That's exactly how Lane Flack wants you to be.
I don't think I have an advantage because of my personality. I think I confuse a lot of people, though.
Lane has fashioned a wonderful image as a reckless, loose cannon at the table.
Lane has a knack for turning over a winning hand when you least expect it. It happens so often, many people say he's the best no-limit hold'em player in the world.
He's liable to do anything at any time, but that being said, if you play a big pot with Lane, you probably have to beat a big hand to do it. And that's very difficult to defend against as one of Lane's opponents.
I don't think that any one player is that much better than another. It's very nice that people think that I'm the greatest no-limit player in the world because now I know where I stand in their minds, not mine. So now I play it accordingly.
Right now, with 4 players left, Lane has a chip lead with about $334,000. Phil and Howard both have about $250,000. And Andy's at the bottom of the totem pole with about 60. He's going to have to make a move here soon because they're just mowing him down right now.
Well, the action's going to be on Phil, and guess what? He's picked up a big hand. He's got ace-queen of clubs. He's going to raise with this.
14,000 total.
Well, he raised with everything. With 7-4, with queen-6, with deuce-9, doesn't matter. He comes in for 14,000 with ace-queen of clubs.
And he's going to chuck his 9-8 of diamonds.
Whoa. Look at this. Howard Letter's picked up 2 kings in the small blind.
Oh, man, he's picked up a whale of a hand. He's got the 2 kings.
Yep, this is King Kong.
How to play it now, Howard? Is he going to play it slow like he did before, or is he going to push it?
No, he's getting out some more chips.
Yes, he is.
Looks like he's going to raise it, just a matter how much.
He is raising. He's going up.
Yes, sir. He stacks it out there. He's made it 52,000 to go. Lane folds.
He folds his 8-4. Now look at the look on Phil.
Now look at Phil. He's shooting the eyes over there at Howard.
Ace-queen of clubs. It's a big hand.
Now Phil knows that these guys have seen him raise, usually with nothing. This time he's got played back. He has a hand this time, ace-queen of clubs.
Howard just looking down. He won't give him any signs.
He's not going to glance at his eyes here.
He's going all in. He's doing it.
Whoa!
This could be it.
He has bet $250,000. Howard quickly calls.
I don't think Phil liked
No,
that.
Phil's not going to like that at all. He is not going to like that. This is ace-queen versus 2 kings.
See the flop.
Here's the flop. No, it's not going to help Phil yet.
Flop comes 9-8-4.
We've got 9.
I don't believe this pot. Phil Ivey is going to have to catch an ace, or he's going to be on the rail here. Howard is a monster favorite to win right now.
No help to Phil right now.
A jack comes off. Now what that means is Phil Ivey has made a flush draw and a straight draw. Look at Howard scratching his head. He knows that card was trouble for him. He's got to dodge a club, an ace, and a 10 now.
Okay, let's see the river. Jack comes on.
And it's a jack. He does dodge it all.
Phil is out of this tournament.
What a pot this is. This is a $500,000 pot here. Phil Ivey, leading this tournament most of the day, is out.
He is stunned. Pulverizing blow, and it wasn't even with his nemesis Lane. It went left field there with Howard.
Even he thinks he made a bogey this hand.
Well, Phil is gone, and we're down to 3. Howard, King's holding up.
It just shows you, Vince, even the best players can make a mistake sometimes. He overplayed his hand. It cost him.
Big turn of events here at the World Poker Tour. Phil Ivey has just been snapped out of this tournament, 4th place. Phil, what was it like?
Well, the whole experience was great. I'm happy to be a part of the World Poker Tour and be playing today. I'm a little disappointed in my 4th place finish, but I have a feeling I'll be back. So.
Phil Ivey takes 4th place here today, but he's one of the best young players in the game. I'm sure we'll see him again real soon on the World Poker Tour.
We're back on the World Poker Tour. A battle of poker giants toppled the Tiger Woods of poker, Phil Ivey. Now, Howard Lederer looks to continue his incredible comeback from the brink of defeat, but lawyer Andy Block and the always unpredictable Lane Flack are standing in his way.
Right now, it looks to me like Howard Lederer is in a commanding position. He's got nearly $500,000 in chips. He's our new chip leader. The antes and blinds have gone up. We're now anteing $1,000 apiece. The blinds are now $3,000 and $6,000. Lane looks at a jack-deuce offsuit and folds.
How many, Jan?
All in.
Andy Block has gone all in. We just lost Phil Ivey moments ago, and suddenly the action is really hopping. Andy has Jack-10 of spade versus Howard's 2 nines. Howard's the chip leader. If he calls this pot and wins, Andy Block will be eliminated from this tournament. Now at this point, Howard is just a slight favorite. It's about a coin flip.
They're both up out of the chairs. What's going to happen?
The flop is 8.
Flop comes 8-8-5.
Andy has a
now Andy has a lot of outs here. He can catch a spade, a 10, or a jack.
Next card, please.
An ace comes off. Andy Block needs a spade, a 10, or a jack, or he will be out of this tournament in 3rd position.
It's a 7.
It's a 7. He does not do it. Andy Block, our attorney, just lost his case. He takes home $102,350, Vince. A very nice tournament for Andy.
Hey, definitely. A lot of people love him out here. He certainly won't be disbarred for the way he played this week.
Look at the crowd. Standing ovation for the local favorite, Andy Block. It was a good run for Andy Block. 3rd place here today. Let's go to Vince and meet him.
$102,000 is a great effort considering that you were the short stack coming into this, the final 6 today. How did it feel?
It felt great. Not only was I the short stack today, about the first day, after about 3.5 hours, I had down to 600 in chips. I thought I played horribly the first 3.5 hours, and then I just tightened up and tried to play the best poker I could.
Who's going to win this tournament at this point?
I can't pick anyone else but Howard to win it at this point. He's been playing great. He has obviously the chip lead, probably close to 2-1 chip lead over Lane. He's very focused, a very solid player, and he's not going to make a big mistake.
Great effort by Andy. He gets back $102,000. Congratulations. We'll see you next time.
Thank you very much.
Uh-oh, here we come. This is a tribal tradition here. We're at Mashantucket, Connecticut, at Foxwoods Indian Reservation. Very unique, very interesting. They're going to bring in the cold cash. They're going to lay it on the table. We're going to see what these guys are playing for. And here comes the cash. Cold, hard cash coming right out to the table. They dropped some on the floor here. They got the security guard picking it up. He is going to set it back on the table instead of putting it in his pocket. No checks. Cash money, Vince. Back to the heads up. Okay, here we go. This is it. We're down to our final 2 players, Vince. 2 superstars of poker. Exciting poker action here at the World Poker Finals. Howard's picked up a nice hand. He's picked up ace-jack.
He's going to raise with it.
He raises to 18,000.
He brings it in for 18,000.
Lane's got king 7 now. Don't forget, heads up. You got to even play more aggressive.
Lane calls 12,000.
And Lane's going to call it.
Lane calls with the king 7. He's going to try to see a flop here. Flop is 9-4-3. Doesn't help either player.
Might help the player that bets, though. Lane goes right into it.
Lane bets 25,000.
He's trying to say that I've got a piece of this.
Now, Howard has none of this. He has ace-jack. He's calling anyway. Look at this call by Howard Lederer here.
Very interesting
I think he thinks the ace-jack is the best hand, I guess.
He must.
Turn card is a
And now a queen comes off.
Okay, Lane's learned his lesson. He checks it. What's Howard going to do?
Look at Howard here. Now, Howard just has an ace-jack. Nothing on that flop. Nothing out there helps his hand.
And Howard checks.
He checks.
Last card.
The board pairs threes. Now look at Lane. He's jumping out there trying to steal this pot with king high.
Lane bets 35,000.
And he bets 35,000.
This is very interesting.
Now look at this. Now Howard is staring him down. Look at this. Howard actually thinks this ace high is the best hand, and it is the best hand. He calls 35,000 with an ace high. What a play by Howard Lederer right there.
That's a great call by Howard.
Boy, oh boy, he read Lane Flack like a book on that play.
Lane was smiling there, just realizing he's been busted. We just went up a class in poker, I think, here.
And I'll tell you, if you're sitting there with Lane Flack right now, that's got to crack your confidence a little bit, knowing a guy can read you that good.
Button goes to Lane Flack.
He called on the flop with nothing, and he called on the river with an ace high, thinking it was the best hand, and it was. What a great read by Howard Lederer right there. Unbelievable.
Howard Lederer knows how to keep his cool.
When I lose at poker or lose at any game, I'd like to flip the board over. I feel that inside. I just don't show it. I wouldn't want to give my opponent the satisfaction to know that they got that out of me. And there was always very strong competition in the family. My father at chess would never let me win. That was the kind of environment we were brought up in. You really play for blood.